It's Homecoming 2019, and I am at Hampton University, my home by the sea. This is a special edition of a Quantum Leap Year, and I am Tim Lee.
Leave your cares behind for homecoming season. Let's have a good damn time. Oh yeah.
Today I want to take you to some significant spaces on campus as I speak to you about the process of manifestation. I'm standing at one of the most sacred spaces on Hampton University's campus, which is Emancipation Oak. And here in 1863, the Emancipation Proclamation was read to slaves in the surrounding area. Now, I chose this historic site on campus to let you know about the first step in the process of manifestation, which is intention. Intention, friends, is the seed of all creation. So when you think about your intention and what you're intending to do, you want to really connect it to your passions and to your heart, right? So you want to move what is in your heart into your head into the smallest form, the simplest form, the most specific form, and in that way it can be planted into the universe, right? So I think about SMART goals when I think about this intentionality, right? And we know that SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time sensitive. But when we start talking about realisticness and achievability, I don't want you to think small. You've got to, in a sense, put those to the side so that you are able to think big. Because who would have thought that a tree this majestic would come from a seed as small as seeds are? So when you set your intention, you want to make sure that it is motivated by your heart, that is moved to your head as it relates to thought, and that you put it into its most specific and smallest form so that it can be planted into the universe. I'm standing in front of a statue of Booker T. Washington, one of Hampton University's most prestigious graduates. He graduated in the class of 1875 and went on to write up from slavery. He founded Tuskegee University and ultimately became one of America's most influential African-American leaders in the post-slavery era. Now I'm standing here to talk about the second step of manifestation, which is declaration. Now declaration is when you speak out of your mouth the intention that you have set. And that is so important because it is like the rainwater and the sunlight on the seed that you have just planted. Declaration is such an important part of this process because the spoken word is so powerful. I think a lot of times we don't understand how powerful our words are because we speak so recklessly. We are sarcastic, we make promises we don't keep, we say things that we don't mean, and we mean things that we don't say, right? The Bible teaches us an important lesson in the power of the spoken word, and it says that my word will not return to me void, but will accomplish the purpose whereto I sent it. God sends his words, and he sends his words with the expectation that they will bear fruit. We have that same power, and this is a part of the reason why we have to declare out loud and out of our mouths what we want, what our intention is, and what we have planted in the universe. I'm standing at Ogden Circle, which is said to be a burial ground for Aboriginal people who died in the area. And the myth on campus is that you cannot walk across this circle until you graduate, or you will not graduate on time. This is the perfect spot to talk about the third and final step in the process of manifestation, which is dedication. Friends, we have work to do. Do the work, right? And do your part of the work. I think there's a quote that says, pray like everything depends on God and work like everything depends on you. In this work, you've got to do your part. That might include visualization. It might include affirmations. It might include the physical work like reading and or writing and or fundraising and or building. Whatever work you have to do, you have to do. Friends, I hope you have enjoyed seeing the significant spaces on campus and all the information we provided in this edition of A Quantum Leap Year. If you want more information about Hampton University, please go to the website www.hamptonu.edu. And please, as always, if you like the content, show us some love. press that like button, subscribe to our channel, and until next time, I'll sign off by saying thank you for watching another edition of Quantum Leap Year. I am Tim Lin.
Thy foundation firm and thy root tree outspread, and thy sacred altar fires burning. The sea circling around these soft skies overhead. Dear Hampton, the goal of our yearning. Oh Hampton, we can never make thee a song except as our lives do the singing. In service that will thy great spirit prolong and send it through the centuries ringing.